Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
I had the same issue at times. The way I cleared it was to just turn off the monitor and output so it was output only, and then switch it back to monitor and output.
That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up?
Yeah, it's the same thing as bringing up the device properties, deactivating it, reactivating it. That's what... It's a quirk with Elgato, and Elgato doesn't seem to really care about fixing it in their firmware.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty...
I mean, I had it going earlier before I let them talk me into updating the firmware to the latest one for that stupid VR crap, and that just screwed everything up.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting you could get that offer. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother?
You must know when military wives are left.
I'm blasting through this because I just want them to fight better.
To raise us, though.
You have more than one sister?
Yeah,
and you have to, in order to get them to fight better, you have to talk to them. I mean,
with 4 girls,
I just want them to point and shoot stuff.
Numbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Damn.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty.
Man, Shepard's a bit nosy, isn't he?
This was only
Tell me your life story so I can make you fight better. Even though I'm never going to use her again, but still.
Same cluster, but a dozen hell-y away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Boys will be boys.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
He wanted to smash.
Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword.
Sword?
Was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Tops that they have to tie her into?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did. They do great things to her figure, though.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was... My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere. That's
unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell.
What the hell did did she shank him?
Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That was pointless. Wow.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all.
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under. I cannot rest from travel. I will. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just
Damn.
don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years, so behave.
Hmm.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
He's trying to smash her, so keep it to yourself.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
guess
like a
you have.
metaphor that he goes from port to port?
I've met a few
Filthy
people who are
bugger.
really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at... I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Okay, I don't know. I think I guess she's in the med lab. It's a Dr. Tassoni chick.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Wow. Some of these responses.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
An instant stare at the wall. Okay. Well, she's not in my quarters, so... There she is.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Goodbye.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Wow, maybe she's just evil.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like...
I should go.
Damn it.
Goodbye, Commander.
Did not mean to do that.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Do you know why?
I don't... Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about these.
We were the first... My people believe we are all part... Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them...
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of...
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called... It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as... We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partner. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, we've talked to everybody. Uh-oh, my kitty's coming in for a snack. I'm getting kind of hungry myself. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, so we did that. Rogue. Hades and Gamma. We did the Voyage cluster. Let's go start on this side and we'll do the local cluster. Sol. When Pluto was a planet. Huh, I mean, nothing. Let me scan. Oh, I guess they're assuming that we've already know all there is to know about these planets. Oh, there we go.
The home, the system.
No. Pull down a shield bonus. Biotic amp. Okay, this is different. Wow, okay, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna come back. I guess what they expect is that, oh, they'll level everything up and come back. It's like, no, that shit's not gonna happen. Huh. Oh, so that's his mission. Oh, Kepler Verge, okay. Interesting. What's going on here? Looks like some defenses got activated. Auto level up. Ooh, I'm thinking you're practically gonna. I think at level 20 you get something for Spectre. I don't remember. What does auto level it want me to do? It wants me to go into shotguns. Well, that's not happening. I mean, I'm tempted to put it all in here and max this out, to be honest with you. %of your shield per second restored. Ooh. Yep. Destroy the conduits. 4, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Damn, I got ripped in my shields. Light snaps come in, frames flicker and die. The first of the 3 computer clusters is offline.
Ready.
The power junctions did nothing. Damn. What is it, buddy? You getting hungry? I'm getting hungry too.
Time for revenge.
Burst of noise, they repeat again, blah 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 blah. Special edition class achieved. Your special edition class will replace your base class in the talents on the squad screen. Talent ranks on your bear class transfer over your special edition class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you get in a special edition class. Oh my god. How many times are you going to say, oh, I can choose one? Highly trained killing machine shock troopers excel in combat situations, increase health damage, immunity, and adrenaline. Commandos rely on lethal efficiency, precision strikes rather than brute force. Increase damage all weapons, improves immune ability, marksman, and assassination ability. Immunity and barrier. Seems like Commando would be the way to go. Because it doesn't really matter. I mean, I am more. We'll go with Shock Trooper. It says I'm a soldier. Oh, there it is. Shock Trooper. What did it replace? Oh, I guess it replaced Soldier. Interesting. Yes, definitely want that. Okay. So I guess we now need to head back and report in. Oh wow, oh I guess... No, I don't need to report in, okay. Very asteroid, okay, I guess we'll start with these. What, I'll go to the journal, what's Codex? Oh, those are main mission. Novaria's the main mission. So is Pharos. So, what are these down here? Unusual readings. Go to the Hydra system in the Argos Rho cluster. Okay, we found that's the Citadel. Okay, go this in the Horsehead Nebula cluster. Okay, I guess let's just start at the bottom. We'll go to this one, Argus Rho. We need Hydra Rho, okay. Oh, I've been to that one. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Varmints. Gas deposits. My guys are gas deposits. Maybe it's more of a gaseous anomaly.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Level 2 heat hazard. So... I mean, I know you're supposed to pick who you want, but... We talked to him enough, we need to go do his mission next. Scarus is a badass. I guess he was technically supposed to be the first one you ally with, and I did it backwards. Let's do it. Distress call. Investigate distress call. Okay. This means I burn up faster. He didn't say. You think he would say something like, "I remember my people have made it home," or something. I don't know. Wow. Man, these guys must have iron stomachs, 'cause this, or they have some kind of inertial dampeners or something, which I doubt. You know, I'm surprised that Alien and Aliens, you know, all the Alien movies aren't on like Disney Plus or Hulu because of 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney now, so they acquired the rights to all those, and 20th Century Fox distributed those. Does that make Ripley a Disney princess now? That would please me.
There is the wreckage. I do not see any survivors.
Careful, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Rare element. Thorium.
On your order, Shepard.
Captain, it's a trap.
Okay. I wish it would have been a little bit more in your face. Okay. I guess just about every 2 hours I'll just have to reset the Elgato from now on. Land, okay. Wow, goes around the sun every 3 months? Jeez. Uh-oh, I'm getting visited again. I'm in trouble. I don't think there's a mission here. It's just grabbing stuff. Okay, what does it do with auto level up? Still with the shotguns. Well, fitness, we're gonna go ahead and max that out. Increase damage. And we'll go ahead and do shock. Shock to the heart, and you're to blame. Can't sing, but I'm going to anyway. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a mission here. Pyramid. I don't know what it means by area map. I mean, it's not like it adds anything to it. We finished Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok last night, so I guess it'll end up being Infinity War next. No, Ant-Man and Wasp, excuse me. That's next. Definitely need a vomit bag with me driving, jeez. Mercury's a heavy metal? Well, I guess it would be a heavy metal, yeah. Wow. Guess we'll head down there. Sure is a whole lot of nothing here. That's alright, once we get over there, I'm going to call it for a little bit so I can get something to eat. Feed my kitties. Ooh, combat.